Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Mini reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Newell, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and I'm here with a mini reviews vid. This will include what I was originally going to do 2 films, but I've decided since there was a film I was going to review tomorrow, spoiler free, I changed my mind. I am going to include in this one, so you're gonna get 3 mini reviews in one vid. And of course, all of these are going to be spoiler free, so I will not be giving you much details, just give you quick thoughts as best as I can, as long as I don't use up too much time. Alright, 2 of these films are from last year, and they've only been out for just came out a few months back, and one just now came out just not so long ago, actually almost a week ago. Are you ready, everyone? Let's start. Here's the very first main review in this video. First off is a mini review of the 2024 biographical dramedy flick Saturday Night, released by Columbia and directed by Jason Reitman, written by Gil Kennan and Jason Reitman himself, who both also co-produced a film with Jason Blumenfeld and Peter Rice. The film focuses on the night of the 1975 premiere of NBC Saturday Night, which would later be known to us as Saturday Night Live. It features a big all-star cast playing the various cast and crew. Anyway, novice producer Lorne Michaels arrives at NBC Studios in New York City on October 11, 1975 to prepare for the airing of the first episode of NBC Saturday Night. And the evening is plagued with incidents and a hostile cast and crew. And Michael's boss, Dick Ebersol, warns him that David Tebbutt has brought executives from across the country to come and view the broadcast. Despite Tebbutt giving encouraging words to Michaels, Ebersol makes it known that Tebbutt has no faith in the show and is ready to replay a taping of an episode of The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson to fill in the slot. But soon it becomes a big fun fest. Now, my thoughts on this film, well, I'm not that much of a Saturday Night Live person. I just never took the time to watch this show, but I've seen clips of it and what have you. I will say the film isn't too bad and what have you. I'm just going to say it was just a fun little film focusing on what was the start of a fantastic sketch show. Anyway, the film got good response though, and what have you. Unfortunately, the film underperformed at the box office, becoming a big disappointment, failing to only bring in $9.8 million against its $25 to $30 million budget, making it the first film from Sony to do that since Dumb Money did a year prior. Well, since it started with a limited release on September 27th, 2024, and then expanded, but it just wasn't strong enough. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 78%, where they say it's jazzed up by an excellent ensemble that captures the essence, if not exact, likeness of the series' original cast and crew. Saturday Night is a frenetic and nostalgic celebration of one of showbiz's most auspicious debuts. Metacritic has a score of 63, and CinemaScore gave it an average B plus grade, while those surveyed by PostTrack gave it an 82% overall positive, with 63% saying they would definitely recommend it. Well, again, the film isn't too bad. The film has a score from Jon Batiste, which was pretty good. It does have some pretty good songs and what have you. For our cast, we have Gabriel LaBelle playing Lorne Michaels. Rachel Sennett played Rosie Schuster. Corey Michael Smith played Chevy Chase. Ella Hunt played Gila Radner. Dylan O'Brien played Dan Aykroyd. Matt Wood played John Belushi. Kimatula played Jane Curtin. Nicholas Braun had a dual role as Jim Henson and Andy Kaufman. Cooper Hoffman played Dick Ebersol. Oh wow, the list would go on. There's also J.K. Simmons as Milton Berle, Naomi McPherson as Janice Ian, Matthew Rhys as George Carlin, Willem Dafoe as David Tebbutt. Oh, again, the list goes on. This does have a pretty good all-star cast, and while it kind of didn't catch on with me too much, but I did have a little fun watching it. I did like the atmosphere, the sayings, and its ensemble cast. I think Saturday Night was not too bad of a film, so I think this would be a definite recommend and what have you. Now, of course, the film's currently available on physical media and is also now available to stream on Netflix. So for my score, I give Saturday Night 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8. Now to the next main review. The next mini review is on the 2024 coming of age dramedy flick My Old Ass, released by Amazon MGM in the US and by Warner Bros. In Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Now, this film was released on September 13th of last year after it premiered at Sundance earlier last January. The film stars Maisie Stella in her film debut, along with Percy Hines White, May Ziegler, Karis Brooks, and Aubrey Plaza, and follows an 18-year-old girl named Elliot who encounters her 39-year-old self during a mushroom trip. The film was directed by Megan Park, who actually was well known for playing Grace on The Secret Life of the American Teenager. She recently did pretty well and what have you with that. And this was her second film after the film The Fallout. Anyway, now Elliot is a teenage girl living on her parents' cranberry farm in Ontario. Has 3 weeks left before she leaves for university in Toronto. She spends her summer days bowling with her friends Ro and Ruthie, working on the farm and engaging in romance with Chelsea, a girl she has had a crush on since the 8th grade. And on a night out camping to celebrate her 18th birthday, Elliot takes mushroom tea with Ro and Ruthie. And all three experience psychedelic trips, and Elliot sees a woman appear next to her who says she's her older self. Though Elliot's skeptical at first, the woman proves she is the future version of herself by showing a scar on her rib cage and sharing the knowledge of Elliot's asymmetrical breast. Well, and then gets into some real big details and what have you. But that's all I'll tell you about this film. Now, my thoughts for this film, I think this film was very good. I must say, a very good coming of age film. I thought it had a lot of potential, and wow, it was just so surprising. Anyway, now the film has a score done by Tyler Hilton and Jaco Caraco. Anyway, the film was only in a limited release, going on to make 5.7 million. The film got good reviews, saying at 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying a humorous sci-fi cocktail with a twist of drama. The film doesn't throw out the wisdom with a reckless abandoning of youth, and the effects are hallucinogenic. And Metacritic has a score of 74. One reviewer for RogerEbert.com was impressed, praising the performances, direction, and cinematography. I have to agree. I think the cinematography was absolutely good, but it was the cast and the direction Megan Park did for this film. So I must say this was a very good film. I had some fun with it. It was kind of strange at first, but I still thought it proved to have some good moments. Maisie Stella played Elliot in this film. Well, the young version, of course. Most of you would remember her from the series Nashville. And also, she has released a debut solo song called "Riding Free," which was for the soundtrack to the Netflix animated program Spirit Riding Free. And the older Elliot is played by Aubrey Plaza. I must say, they were both really good and what have you with their performances. Now, Percy Hines White plays the character of Chad, a guy who older Elliot warns young Elliot about. He's pretty good. Karis Brooks plays Ro, and May Ziegler played Ruthie. I mean Ziegler. Sorry. Yeah, I think this cast was really something. So I've got to give credit for the cast and what have you. So I think this is one film you would definitely love if you really want to go on a real crazy trip and see your older self. Then I think this is a film worth looking into. The film is really something, and it has a lot of fun and humor and what have you. So I think it's worth give it a watch. I'm not sure if this film's on physical media, but if it is, look into it. But if you can't find it, no problem. The film is currently available to stream on Prime Video if you are a member. And that's really good. For my score, I also give the same score I give Saturday Night. I gave this for Saturday Night. I give My Old Ass 4 stars, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8.5. Next up, here's a film I was going to do a solo spoiler-free review of, but instead I've decided to include this one. And this is another film that's on Prime Video, and that film will be in the next mini review, and that film is You're Cordially Invited, also from Amazon MGM. This film was directed by Nicholas Stoller, who most people know from directing films like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Gim to the Greek, The 5 Year Engagement, as well as the Neighbors films and the film I regret even watching, but I only watched a tiny bit of, Bros. The film stars Will Ferrell along with Reese Witherspoon. It's about an over-attentive single father named Jim who is shocked to hear that his daughter Jenny has gotten engaged to her boyfriend Oliver. Jim calls the book The Small Inn on Palmetto Island, Georgia, the same place where Jim and Jenny's mother were married before her death from cancer. The owner Scarlett accepts his reservation for June 1st, but abruptly dies before she can fill out the booking on the inn's calendar. Meanwhile, TV producer Margot finds out that her sister Nev plans to marry her boyfriend Dixon, an exotic dancer. She also volunteers to plan the wedding, also booking Palmetto Island, where she and Nev visit their grandmother as children. Leslie, Palmetto Home's new manager, takes their booking for June 1st, unaware of the previous wedding. And on the weekend, both parties arrive and discover the double booking and sees the island's too small to accommodate 2 weddings. Margot instantly claims the venue for Nevin Dixon, but they later agree to share the island by alternating between indoor and outdoor events. And let me tell you, the fun really begins with such crazy moments and what have you, including a performance of Islands in the Stream and even a little bit of a confrontation with an alligator. Oh my gosh. Anyway, from my point of view, You're Cordially Invited, I thought was fun and what have you. And I'm just gonna say this was just so crazy. Michael Andrews is a score, which was not too bad. Rotten Tomatoes has this as score somewhere between 47 to 48%, saying while Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon work well together as Kelly combines tired set pieces and a misjudged romantic subplot make this an invitation you can file under maybe. Metacritic has a score of 52. Well, I am going to say this film has its issues and flaws, but nevertheless, this proved to be another funny experience and what have you. I mean, it feels like I'm seeing stuff all over again that I've seen in other films with weddings and like Wedding Crashers, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Uh, oh, there's so many I could mention. Nevertheless, You're Cordially Invited, I found to be pretty funny in some parts. It was just so crazy. We have Will Ferrell as Jim, Reese Witherspoon as Margot, Geraldine Viswanathan as Jenny, Meredith Hagner, who I almost didn't recognize her. Of course, I remember her from Brightburn and the Vacation Friends films. Played Nev. She was good. And there's a host of others. There's Jack McBrayer in this, and Celia Weston as well. Uh, and there's even cameos from Bobby Moynihan and Peyton Manning. So anyway, You're Cordially Invited. This is one crazy film that will really give you a few good laughs and what have you, especially with its wedding thing. Of course, this came to Prime Video a week ago, so this is the only place you can find it. It's not on physical media, unfortunately. So it's on Prime Video. I think I would recommend you give this a one-time watch. I mean, if you are a big Will Ferrell fan or a Reese Witherspoon fan, and you're curious about this, I think give it a watch. You'll get a few good laughs out of it. It's one funny film. Anyway, for my score, I'm going to give You're Cordially Invited 3.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. So there you have it. There's my mini reviews on these 3 films. What did you think? Have you seen any of these films? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow, make the views grow. Tell your friends about my channel, give them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you like as well. Join me next time when I bring to you a re-review of Bridget Jones' Diaries. So if you like this, check out some of these other reviews. And I'll give you some of these wedding films that I talked about and one I didn't mention. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Wedding Crashers from 2005. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Bride Wars from 2009, a real guilty pleasure. Or if you would like, maybe uh, some other kind of film. How about I recommend one of my favorite Reese Witherspoon films? It's Legally Blonde from 2001. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.